Welcome, my friends, to the Bold and Brilliant podcast. I'm Tracie Root. I am founder of this podcast, and I want to thank you for being here. It is the end of 2025. We are wrapping up this year, this season, with so much gratitude and so much peace. While I've been a speaker for several years, I've been coaching for a little over 13 years now. I always knew a podcast was in my future, but I needed the timing to be right. And about a little over a year ago, I decided, okay, now's the time. I don't know why. I just kind of feel like it's the right next step. And that's a great way of kind of encapsulating what the Bold and Brilliant podcast really was all about in the first place. Women telling their stories about what was their right next step. I knew that I wanted to include the opportunity to show their boldness to every guest that we had on the show. And so that was the through line question that I asked every single person, whether it came out in those exact words during the episode or it just informed our conversation. We knew that somewhere along the line, every woman that we talked to was going to have some point in their life where they made a decision. And it was a bold decision. It might have been a job change. It might have been a relationship status change. It might have been a decision to move their household or to have or not have family in their lives. There's so many things that we all decide throughout our lives. Many of the women, their decision had to do with choosing themselves, whether that was, again, in relationships or maybe in their work, often in their work, if not anywhere else. Most of the entrepreneurs that I work with on a regular basis and that I talk to on a regular basis have some sort of before what they're doing now story, and then a decision, and then here they are doing what they love. And it's something that I feel called to bring to the planet. As someone who was a corporate girly, I worked in the corporate world for 17 years. I didn't dislike it. I didn't have any problems per se, but it definitely came about because it was what I felt I was supposed to do as a young person. And as my life unfolded and things changed and things happened, I realized that my calling was different than what I had imagined when I was younger. And it was time to make that bold shift to what I do now. So I want to recognize all of the women. We've done 30 episodes this year, which is honestly a lot, especially for a brand new podcast. It's a lot. And I'm very proud of the amount of work that we've put together, the team and I who are behind the scenes making every episode come out, all of the people that we've had a chance to interview and to learn their stories. All 30 episodes I'm super grateful for. The guests, many of the guests I have long-term relationships with. Some were newer to me. Some I'm kind of just getting to know. And that's one of the exciting things about having a platform like this, is getting to know new people and new stories about existing friends and colleagues. Finishing a season, I think, is an important milestone. I will admit that I wasn't sure if I was going to achieve the goal of getting to this point at the end of this year, especially during the summer when everything kind of changed energetically with kids home from school and those kinds of things. But I made a commitment to share this many stories, to make these many episodes, and I'm really honestly proud of the fact that it's happened, and I'm super joyful about it. You know, in these episodes, every episode came from a real conversation. We didn't pre-script anything, and there's not a lot of editing in these episodes at all. These people are real people, and these stories are real stories. And if they resonate with you, they probably resonate with a friend. Maybe forward it to a friend who might also enjoy hearing the story. Also, I don't know when you started listening. Maybe you only found us this past week when we uploaded a cluster, kind of this final binge series for the end of the year. Or maybe you are someone I was already connected to and downloaded from episode 1. Thank you. Thank you. Wherever you're at, all these episodes are still here for you to be able to learn from and to be inspired by. So I encourage you to go find another one and listen to a new story that you maybe haven't met. One of my friends told me early on in the season that they were having so much fun listening to interviews of people that they knew. But because I was interviewing them instead of that person interviewing them, the story was coming out differently and they were learning new things about those people. So I encourage you, even if you already know the person and you think they know, you know, all their stories, I bet there's something there that could be fresh for you. I learned a few things over the course of this season as well. One thing is, you know, we all made these bold decisions and these changes in our lives. And most of us, if not everyone, didn't wait till they felt ready to do that. There was a lot of inspiration. There was maybe a heartfelt need to make a change and decide to do it and take the action. The bold really came from choosing themselves. Not one woman waited to know exactly how it was going to turn out before they decided to do something different. Clarity comes after action. Bold also didn't mean loud. It meant honest with themselves and showing up as their authentic selves in the world. And most of the time, these changes that they went through, these meaningful transitions, often didn't happen by themselves. They happened in community. They happened with others. We are not designed to go through this life alone. You might be alone listening to this podcast right now or to any of the other episodes. But the value, the juice is by sharing it with someone else, even if it's just saying, hey, I listened to this thing the other day and it got me thinking. Or, oh, I heard this story that was just like your story. This happened to her just like it happened to you. I had never met anyone like that, or whatever, you know, whatever makes the connection to the greater world make sense for you is absolutely true here on the Bold and Brilliant podcast. Now, I want to tell you that we're not done. I mean, we're done for this year because literally it's New Year's Eve today. But we're not done. This is just the end of season 1, a long season 1, a full season 1. And we're going to be coming back again in 2026. Maybe not quite as many episodes, but with a little more structure, a little more clarity on my part of purpose, and a lot new, and a lot more conversations with more amazing women. I'll be launching season 2 later this winter. I've already been collecting interest for guesting. And if that's you and you haven't expressed interest yet, or we've talked about it and we haven't gotten you on the list, let's get you on the list. Reach out to me. You can just message me. I'm sure you know where. And let's make sure that we have you on the docket for season 2. Because when we plan with intentionality and with purpose, and you're like, I want to be on the podcast because this is the bold decision that I made that changed everything. And it's wild, or it's amazing, or it's inspiring, or it changed my life. And I can't imagine it being any different. Then I need that story to share with others. 2026 isn't going to be about doing more. We hear this a lot if you follow Chinese astrology, but specifically about 2026 being kind of a banner year. In Chinese astrology, 25 was the year of the snake. We're shedding old things. And in 26, it's the horse, and we're ready to take off running. I'm excited for that. Super excited for 2026 to have it be take off running, but not in a frenetic, uncoordinated fashion. It's not about doing more. And it's not only about going faster. It's about doing what matters, being powerfully intentional in your direction. The conversations that we're going to have in the podcast are the same, powerful in intention, rooted in courage and authenticity. And I can't wait to have you with us next year. So stay subscribed to the podcast, stay attached to me on socials, and you will see as the second season starts to begin. And we're going to be reaffirming our understanding that it's important that we grow together. Come hang out with us in the Gather community. We'll be starting up fresh around the second week of January with new events, always available to support the women leaders and entrepreneurs in our lives in all of the ways that nurture our spirits, our emotions, our relationships, our friendships, and our businesses. So on behalf of the Bold and Brilliant podcast, here's to bold decisions, to brilliant women, and to an intentional 2026. We'll see you then. Thank you for listening to the Bold and Brilliant podcast. I'm your host, Tracie Root, and I want to invite you to check out the show notes, find out where you can connect with our guests, find out more about what I and the Gather community have to offer you, and be sure to subscribe to this podcast on your favorite platform. Thanks so much.